perception are distorted. He becomes confused, and he displays irresponsibility and...
Marvel releases a Ravagers spin-off film with Sylvester Stallone. Thanos destroys the entire universe and forces everything to reset. Nick Fury finally catches up with Red Skull. Nick Fury finally catches up with Red Skull. Thanos creates an alternate timeline. Before Endgame hit theaters, some speculated that Thanos would use his inexorable power to nuke the universe out of existence. Others believed Thanos would instead create an alternate timeline. Their logic stemmed from leaked set photos that appeared to show scenes during World War Roman II, the Battle of New York from the first Avengers, and even a glimpse into Tony Stark's Hall of Armors, which was destroyed in Iron Man 3. With all 6 Infinity Stones, Thanos could make or unmake the universe. However, he saw fit even create a soft reboot of the MCU for future phases. Think J. Abrams' Star Trek reboot back in 2009. The filmmakers used a wormhole to create an alternate timeline that didn't mess with older movies or shows. Update: in Endgame, Thanos is foiled in his attempt to reshape the universe. At least one alternate timeline is created in the course of the film, in which Loki steals the cosmic cube to teleport away after the events of Avengers. But the only major difference in the main MCU timeline is that it's jumped 5 years into the future. Voting closed at 5. Captain Marvel takes over the Avengers. By the time the dust settled in Avengers Endgame, the Earth had lost some pretty major heroes, including Iron Man, Black Widow, and the Steve Rogers Captain America. Phase 4 will undoubtedly be fronted by some fresh blood, including never-before-seen heroes and new incarnations of old ones. In the meantime, who's going to lead the new Avengers? Some believe that responsibility will fall on the powerful shoulders of Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. Danvers is widely considered one of the most powerful superheroes in the entire Marvel canon, and in the MCU she seems to be at least as strong as Thor and the Hulk. Who better to take the reins of Earth's mightiest heroes, considering Marvel and superhero movies in general are becoming more diverse? It actually makes a lot of sense to put a woman in charge of the world's most powerful and lucrative team of superheroes. Hawkeye dies and becomes Ronin. For years, Hawkeye was something of a joke among Marvel aficionados. His superpower is being able to shoot arrows, like, really well, but he's on a team that features literal gods. The movies have made various attempts to portray him as a leader or upgrade his arrows to explode, but generally speaking, the name Hawkeye isn't likely to strike fear into the hearts of any serious Marvel supervillains. That's why it would make perfect sense to do what the comics do and kill Hawkeye. Not forever, of course, but just long enough that Scarlet Witch can resurrect him as Ronin, a martial arts expert, and one of the Marvel Comics' greatest fighters. There have already been a few leaked set photos that appear to depict Hawkeye in a very Ronin-esque outfit. The beginning of Phase 4 sounds like the perfect time to take a boring character and turn him into something awesome. Update: while Clint Barton did become Ronin in Avengers Endgame, no trip to the afterlife was required. He's expected to pass the torch to the next generation in his Disney Plus Hawkeye series. Voting closed at 3. The next big event will be a Skrull invasion. Most fans understood the alien Skrulls would make an appearance in 2019's Captain Marvel. What they probably weren't expecting was how sympathetically they were depicted, rather than the villains of the story as they are often shown to be in the comics. The Skrulls ended up being the secret heart of the film. But is Marvel setting us up for a major fake-out? In the comics, there's an entire arc referred to as the Secret Invasion, whereby shape-shifting Skrulls who can morph to appear like anybody invade Earth and masquerade as several of the planet's greatest heroes and villains. Now that Thanos has been dealt with, the MCU will need a new, overarching event to propel the movies forward, and an invasion by a bunch of body-snatching aliens sounds like a perfect next step for the franchise. Is that where Marvel intends to go next, or is it just fun like Feige has said? Bucky becomes the next Captain America. Fortunately, Chris Evans' Captain America did not bite the dust in Avengers Endgame as many assumed he would. Unfortunately for Evans' fans, Cap decided to return to the past to be with his one true love, Peggy Carter, and subsequently aged out of the superhero business. But that doesn't mean Captain America will disappear. In the comics, multiple characters have taken up the mantle when the real Captain wasn't available. That said, it sort of feels like the MCU has been preparing us for a switch for years. Many believed Bucky, aka the Winter Soldier, would take on the mantle of Captain America. In a sense, he already became Captain America 3 times in the movies. In Captain America: The First Avenger, Bucky picks up Captain America's dropped shield and starts mowing down Nazis just like the Cap would have. In Winter Soldier, he picks up and uses the shield again, and in Civil War, Bucky and Cap swap the shield back and forth almost like they are sharing. Given the high amount of visual clues, this theory almost feels like a given. Captain America is arguably one of the MCU most popular characters, and they'll likely do anything to keep his movies coming. Update: Cap did retire at the end of Avengers Endgame, but he passed his shield on to Sam Wilson, aka Falcon. Bucky seemed pretty cool with the decision, too. Voting closed at 1.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.